What's up, dolls? Welcome back to my channel. This is Corey J, and today we're going to be doing a first trimester of pregnancy recap. Okay, so if you're interested in learning about what to expect during a first trimester, what my first trimester was like, then keep watching right now. Okay, y'all, so let's just get right into this video. Okay, so a little bit about my first trimester, some of the symptoms that I was having during my first trimester. The biggest one, this is the one that almost, y'all, knocked me out. Okay, extreme exhaustion. Oh my god, I was extremely exhausted during my first trimester. Like, ever since I actually got pregnant, my phone stays on Do Not Disturb because I really need like minimal stress and lots of sleep, you know. But my first trimester, like, I would literally need like 2 to 3 naps a day. I kid you not. It was actually kind of crazy. And if you all know, I do own my own business, Corey J's Boutique, the best wigs, period. Okay, so it was really difficult to maintain my business and be pregnant at the same time, because I was just so tired. I was so tired. Like, I remember before I even found out I was pregnant, I had went to an event, and the event started at about 3, and on the way to the event I felt so tired. I was like, what is wrong with me? Like, what is going on? And a couple days later I decided to take a pregnancy test because I was like, well, dang, at this point, like, this is like way too much. So that was like one really big symptom of mine during my first trimester. Second really big one was this nose, baby, that smell. Oh my gosh, smells would get to me so bad. It was like, it was really bad. It was to the point where, like, I could smell, like, oh my god, I don't even know like how to explain. I'm trying to think. So basically, like, you know, say you have dishes in the sink or something like that, like I could smell that stuff. Like, I could smell the trash. As soon as I walked out my door, I could smell the trash all the way in the kitchen, and it would really make me like sick. It would make me nauseated a lot. But my smell was on 3000, y'all. Like, my smell was like, oh, it was too much. It was way too much. It was to the point where, like, so for my birthday, I was 7 weeks pregnant. I went to Miami. I don't know if y'all remember me being all cute in a swimsuit, flat stomach or whatever. But yes, I went to Miami or whatever. I went to finger licking, y'all. And this was what would happen to me. It got to the point where I would eat, I would burp because I was really gassy during my first trimester as well. The smell of the burp would make me want to throw up. Even if I did not burp out loud, I could still smell it. So it was like, my smell, oh my gosh, between being extremely exhausted and my nose being extremely strong, y'all, I really thought, like, I didn't think I was going to make it through the first trimester. I don't know what I thought was going to happen, but child, I didn't think I was going to make it. So that was like another thing for me that was like, extremely exhausting, because I couldn't go anywhere without smelling stuff. And I was, you know, out of town with people and living, you know, with others, and like as roommates and stuff, and it was just it was way too much. Okay, now a third symptom that I had, y'all, I am actually very grateful. I don't really have too many complaints when it comes to excessive vomiting or throwing up. My first trimester, I only threw up 2 times. I never threw up, but the problem was that I was always feeling nauseous. I was always feeling nauseous. It was like I would eat and then I would feel like extremely full even when I was hungry again. So it would make me feel nauseous. So I would eat and say I would lay down and take a nap, and I would feel like full up to here where I want to vomit, but I can't because I wouldn't throw up. I don't know if it's better to be able to get over it, get it out, and just be done with it, or to not have to throw up. I feel like throwing up takes a lot of energy, but at the same time, it was really like hard because it just would sit there It would just sit there literally. And this actually went on until about 10 and a half weeks or whatever. If you guys know, your first trimester is over at 14 weeks. So from 10 and a half to 14 weeks, it kind of started to, you know, diminish a lot or whatever. But that was another symptom, y'all. So we got extreme tiredness. We got extreme nose, being able to smell everything. And then also like extreme nausea without throwing up. So those are like my 3 main symptoms. Another one was, I don't mean to be all like that, y'all, but constipation. I could not move my bowels. Oh my God. Like, I was always bloated. I was always gassy, but I could not defecate, for lack of better terms. So like, before I got pregnant, not to put y'all all up in my business and my potty time or whatever, but before I got pregnant or whatever, honestly, I used to like take like at least 1 poop a day. When I got pregnant in my first trimester, I was constantly constipated. I'm talking about like, it would be hard for me to poop 1 time in a week. And it was because so much stuff was going on in my body and so many things were being moved that it was really, I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of miserable. But you know, I'm gonna always say this every video, y'all, because I'm so proud and I'm so thankful to God. This is my rainbow baby. So I really had to take everything with a grain of salt, and I had to just try to enjoy everything and not complain about it. I really can't, this is off topic, but I really can't stand people who complain about their pregnancy every single day. It's not a walk in the park, but it is a walk. It's an experience. You know what I mean? So I just try not to complain about it, y'all. But baby, those 4 things, between being all the ways, between being tired all the time, nauseous, smelling everything, and constipated, I just used to sleep. I would literally get up, do some work, drop a YouTube video, make a YouTube video, edit a YouTube video, and sleep. It was to the point where, y'all, I would fall asleep on the couch like this, mouth open. Like, I would be like, I'm just gonna sit here for 2 seconds, sleep, eat, sleep. Like, you know, it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't much that I could do. So I just enjoyed it. It used to make me feel bad because I'm a like overproductive person. Like, I started working when I was 14 years old. I love being productive. I really hate when I feel like I'm not doing enough. So it was hard, but I got through it, as y'all can see, or whatever, because we second trimester babes here. But so that brings me along to my next recap of my cravings. Okay, so when I first got pregnant, y'all, some of y'all might know and follow me on Twitter or whatever, but my son's dad had a dog, right? Or he has a dog, and the dog got up on the counter while I was going to take out wigs to the USPS and ate my dang on jerk chicken, y'all. I cried like a baby. So, safe to say, my #1 craving when I first got pregnant was jerk chicken, rice, and peas. Oh my God. I was like craving it. I was eating it so much it wasn't even funny. And when that dog got up on the counter and ate my food, I was bawling tears. I'm talking about like ugly cry. Another craving that I had during my first trimester was Chipotle. Oh my God. What happened to me was so funny though. What happened to me, like, I got up running to Chipotle 2 times in a row with no money. That's how much I was craving it and how thirsty I was for it. I probably spent so much money eating out in my first trimester that it actually doesn't make any sense. I'm actually not too proud of myself. Okay. I also gained a lot of weight in my first trimester. I remember I gained 16 pounds in 11 weeks, y'all. That's over 1 pound a week. So if you're pregnant, if you're trying to become pregnant, cravings are beautiful. I'm not gonna say don't enjoy them, just watch it. Because everything that I craved, I had to eat, because it was like I really just wanted what I wanted. And you can start to get over that after the first trimester, but in that first trimester, baby girl, you're gonna have to eat what you want, especially because some moms really can't eat that much. I know a lot of moms who can't keep things down, so you're gonna have to eat what feels good to you. You know what I mean? So it was jerk chicken, rice and peas, tacos from Chipotle, or a burrito bowl. I love the burrito bowls. The third thing, y'all, this one almost took me out. This is what made me gain so much weight so fast. Was freaking rice from the Chinese restaurant. I would order it to the point where I would walk up and they would know what I want. And it was like real bad, because it was like 1 week I went there every day for a week straight. Like, it was really, really bad, guys. So I used to order beef fried rice, large, no bean sprouts, extra dark, with a bunch of sweet and sour sauce. So sweet and sour sauce has a lot of calories, and if I do extra dark, that's giving a lot of soy sauce. So I was really just like, okay, whatever I want, I was eating it. Whatever I wanted, I was eating it. Okay, so those were my 3 main cravings. Also, I just really needed to eat breakfast. I would switch up breakfast, but it would be like, I've always loved bread and carbs, so it would just be like, you know, a biscuit, some eggs, some meat, but I really just needed to have breakfast. Whatever it was, I just needed to have breakfast. I could not go without having breakfast. I needed an adequate breakfast. I needed one of my cravings for lunch and dinner, period. So yeah, y'all, those are my first trimester cravings. I don't regret it. I am in my second trimester. I'm 150 pounds. I started my pregnancy at 124 pounds. You are only supposed to gain 25 to 35 pounds during your whole pregnancy. I currently have a long way to go. So I'm just hoping to walk, yoga it out, because it's definitely hard being pregnant, and you can't really do much. You know, when you're pregnant, you have to nurture your body, you have to be gentle with yourself, connect with your baby. And for me, the best way of doing so is eating what I want. Eating what I want. Okay. Okay, y'all, so I have lots and lots of pictures of my first trimester bumps. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little segment here to go ahead and enter my bumps, the ones that I have. So I'm gonna show y'all hopefully from 7 to 14 weeks. So here we go. Okay, perfect. So now that y'all seen my bump, you guys know a little bit of what to expect. When I first got pregnant, I thought that I was big right away. I thought I looked bloated all the time. I thought people could tell I was pregnant. When I look back on the pictures, I'm like, girl, you was hot stuff at 7 weeks. What? So I was real cute at 7 weeks. So at 10 weeks, I had a little pudge. Just looked like I was getting a little fat. By 12 weeks, I looked pretty pregnant to me. And so 13 and 14, I was starting to look pregnant. It was just kind of like, though, when I had on shirts, and if you didn't know that I'm the type of person who has a flat stomach and I almost have abs, you probably wouldn't know I was pregnant. You would probably just think, oh, she's just pudgy. She's just a pudgy girl. You know what I mean? I hate that these things keep coming out. But yeah, you will probably just think like, oh, she's just a pudgy young woman or whatever. But y'all can see I had, like, you know, that around 14 weeks I actually started to show my baby. So if you're trying to figure out what to expect, which is gonna lead into my last segment of this first trimester recap, don't expect your bump to be there right away. And also don't rush it, because let me tell y'all, carrying around a baby bump is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. However, it doesn't always feel beautiful. Sometimes it feels heavy. Sometimes it feels draining. And it could be a small bump and it still feels heavy and draining because you have something inside of you. Like right now, my baby is a little over a pound. I am heavy. And this baby has to grow at least 5 more pounds before birth, you know? So don't rush it. Enjoy being able to conceal your pregnancy. While you're able to conceal your pregnancy, go out. Get fake drunk. Get yourself some Coke shots, okay? Get yourself some Pepsi shots, okay? Like, I went out maybe like 2 times during my first trimester. Now, oh, you won't catch me in no club looking this pregnant. I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So just use that transition and that time, y'all, if you can, to just be gentle with yourself. Don't rush your bump. Don't expect your bump to be like extravagant. You might be 11 weeks, 12 weeks. I mean, 12 weeks is 3 months. You might be 3 months pregnant with no bump, or just a little pudge and nobody could tell. And that's okay. Everybody's bump is going to develop differently. But what can happen is that you can literally go from nothing to something real quick, because that's what happened to me. I now look pregnant, okay? Ain't no denying that. So, like I said, y'all, whatever happens, whatever type of bump you have in the first trimester, just enjoy it, okay? So, what to expect during your first trimester of pregnancy? In a nutshell, okay, you're going to experience some uncomfortable changes to your body. One big thing I want to capitalize on, because I know this is weird, and I think that I felt a little weird sometimes when this happened to me. I don't know if it was because of my previous miscarriage, but I used to have really vivid, really weird, sometimes bad dreams, to the point where I would wake up out of my sleep crying. Or I would jump up out of my sleep sweating. It's a lot of hormones that are changing in your body. A lot of things are going on. And so you really may start to get these very weird yet very vivid dreams that you can almost remember toe to toe, which if you're a normal person, dog, you don't really remember your dreams all like that. Not every dream every night. No, this first trimester, these dreams are vivid. They might be invalid, but they're vivid and you can remember a lot. So don't think you're crazy. Don't think you're going crazy. Don't think something's wrong with your baby. In fact, I started to tell myself, yeah, I had another weird dream tonight and it was vivid. That means my baby is okay. Because that leads me to my next thing, what to expect. Fear, okay? Lots and lots of fear. So one thing about first trimester, you might feel bad about yourself because you might feel like this is supposed to be the happiest time of my life and I'm supposed to be so ecstatic right now, but I'm so scared. I'm scared about what's to come. I'm scared about what type of mom I'm going to be. I'm scared about what type of relationship I'm going to have with the other parent or with the other grandparents. I'm scared about what my baby's going to look like. I'm scared about if my baby is going to survive past the first trimester and into labor. You know, that was a lot of me. Like, I was so scared. Every day I would look for a sign. And it was hard for me because on the days that I did feel a little better, I couldn't focus on feeling better because I was so scared about what if my baby's not okay anymore, you know? Like, oh my God, what if my baby's not okay? So expect to have lots of fears, lots of questions. It's normal, it is okay, but try not to fear so much because you got to remember your baby does feel all of that. Number 1, you don't want to stress your baby. Number 2, and number 3, you want to try to enjoy like the moments of pregnancy where you do feel good and don't have a bump yet. You do feel good and you can go out and it's not totally noticeable that you're pregnant, because when you do get noticeably pregnant, people are going to want to ask you hella questions. Some, that's not their business. They're going to ask. They're going to want to touch your stomach. Everyone's not touchy-feely people. For me, it's something I've had to get used to. And the reason why is because I love touching pregnant bellies. So I cannot deny anyone to touch my belly. But it is like, you want to touch my baby? Okay. You know what I'm saying? So try not to be so fearful, y'all. But those are my 2 biggest things about what to expect. Just, you know, the dreams, the fear of uncertainty, fear of, will my baby survive? Will I make it to the second trimester? I had to pray so much. I had to affirm so much because it was starting to get like too much. It was starting to become way too much, you know? What else should you expect in your first trimester? One more thing. Just expect for things to be changing very rapidly. A lot of things are going to change. Your relationship may change. It may worsen. It may get better. You know, your body is most definitely changing. Your mind is changing. Your soul is changing. You're becoming a mom. Like, you're becoming a mother, and it's a beautiful thing. So maybe if I could give a suggestion, something that I didn't do that maybe I should have done, is just journal. And it's also really good because you can look back and then you can read on these changes, and then it could help you to be calm in your second and third trimester. Because I'm coming up on my third trimester. However, I haven't experienced it, but I do know a lot of people in their third trimester go back to this anxious feeling because now it's game time. You about to have this baby. You're about to become a mother. You're about to be responsible for someone every day. So that journal from the first trimester can maybe help you to just coast calmly, enjoy, you know. And the last thing I would say is, don't expect to get a lot of sleep. Like, you're gonna be uncomfortable, especially at nighttime. Like, I don't even know how to explain the uncomfortability, but like I said, your body is going through so many changes that it's just really uncomfortable. It is. But you have to just get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You have to fall in love with it and just know that your baby is going to be there soon. Okay, so guys, I hope that was a good enough pregnancy first trimester recap for y'all. I certainly had fun doing this video. I certainly had fun reminiscing about my first trimester. I really appreciate you all being on this journey with me to my rainbow baby. Make sure y'all subscribe so that y'all don't miss a beat about this child, okay? Make sure y'all also subscribe to his channel, follow us on social media, and just continue on this journey with me into motherhood, okay? So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.